What's going on? What's going on? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Um, First and foremost, we're gonna say free R. Kelly. And when we first started doing videos, right? Well, when we first started breaking down the case, let me say that. One of our main points, obviously, was that R. Kelly should have a bond. But one of our other main points was that he was facing a machine, and this machine it's a machine that likes to stay hidden. You know what I'm saying? They don't really like they don't like all the attention. And this machine obviously is corporations in the music business. you know Sony Music Entertainment, we all know, owns R. Kelly's masters. Universal Music Group, we all know, owns a lot of R. Kelly's publishing, most of his publishing. According to Section 203 of the Copyright Act, the labels, are obligated. It's mandatory after 35 years for them to give the artists the rights to their masters back. The licenses that the labels own no longer will be owned by the label. That's the simplest way I can put it, okay? 2017 comes about, R. Kelly starts being vocal. Obviously he wants to he's starting to move, the process forward, and that process of getting his masters back, obviously. Then we got the Mute R. Kelly movement. We got the parents coming in the media. And then we got, these docu-series that came out. And I'm trying to, reiterate all this stuff just in case for those that are just now clicking on this channel. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to reiterate it in the quickest way possible. But one thing for sure is this. This is a situation not about minor girls. It is obvious that this is something that involves this man's music, his catalog. When you consider all that he's, all the artists he's written for, all the hit albums he's come out with, all the millions and millions of records sold. We're talking about 75 million records worldwide. That will easily generate over $1 billion. I did the numbers, okay? The owner of Sony Music Group, or Sony Music Entertainment, is Rob Stringer, right? Rob Stringer. I'm sorry, Rob Stringer.
And also, you guys, this is not about minor black little girls, saving our black little girls. This is not what these people are about. And the content you're going to receive now is I believe is accurate. Hours and hours and days of research. Also, I'm going to say alleged on this whole video, because this is a machine, y'all. Understand, this is a machine. So
Right.
We got to protect ourselves as well. Okay? But we're going to try to give it to you real.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
Go ahead, babe.
And as you can see on the screen, the man in the middle, that's none other than Rob Stringer. And as you can see, he's standing by one of the most known couples in the music business, if not the most known, none other than Jay-Z and Beyonce Knowles. Right? Carter, yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry, Jay-Z. Shit. The hell. So, Rob Stringer, right? Now, let's see. Let's get back to this. Is serious. This is serious.
This is real serious. Sorry, y'all.
Rob Stringer is the CEO of Sony Music Entertainment and the chairman of Sony Music Group, okay? Now you have John Platt, who is the CEO of Sony Music Publishing.
Black man.
The black man. Big John, they call him. Now, Sony Music Publishing it was renamed Sony Music Publishing. Obviously, it was Sony ATV Publishing, you know, because once Michael Jackson was murdered, allegedly, well, they said he was murdered, right? The one doctor did go to, well, you know, that wasn't who did it, but you know, that's another video. Michael Jackson kept that catalog from Sony for years and years and years. He ends up passing away, and then next thing you know, the catalog, the 50% that he owned of the catalog and the 50% that he owned of Sony goes back to Sony. They bought it out, sold it to the mother who's in control of the Jackson estate for $750 million. All right, y'all follow me? So now Sony owns the biggest music publishing company in the world. All right, and they're the second biggest record company in the world. And these two right here on the screen are who runs it all. Well, the music part of it, you know, because you know Sony is a big corporation. We're talking about, you got Sony Corporation of America, you got Sony Corporation of Japan. Y'all know what I'm talking about. This white man right here to the left, once again, everybody, is Rob Stringer. Okay? The black man to the right is John Platt. So you got Rob Stringer, CEO of Sony Music, okay? And Rob Platt, the CEO of Sony Music Publishing. Now, in 2018, right? BBC, before Surviving R. Kelly came out, you had a documentary, BBC. They did the documentary, what was it called? Sex, Drugs, and STDs. And, you know, the same documentary that had the, what's her name? Michelle Kramer talking to the Savages over the phone. And Michelle Kramer was telling the Savages over the phone that Joycelyn said she's fine and that she doesn't want to have nothing to do with them. All of that got filmed, but for some reason, the mainstream media does not want to touch on these facts, that Joycelyn Savage has constantly been caught in public without R. Kelly, not under R. Kelly's control, saying that she's perfectly fine, looking perfectly nutritioned, looking like there's nothing wrong with her, right? But for some reason, the mainstream media does not want to acknowledge that. They wanted to keep the narratives about, pissing in buckets, and he wasn't feeding them, and helicopters over the house, and he was had them chained up, and they running a sex cult,
and
and
if that doesn't work, they want to push the narrative that R. Kelly had put her in front of the camera, and he's directing her in the background.
Right.
On what to say.
Right. Which is just a complete joke. Which is a complete joke. And I really hope, everybody, that these people, when this is all said and done, will be liable for their actions. They need to be held accountable for their actions. But moving forward, so you know who Rob Stringer is, right? Now the question is, who is this man on the screen? Who is this man, everybody? Well, this is Rob Stringer's older brother, Howard Stringer, okay? Now, Howard Stringer, on the other hand, he's not currently the CEO of Sony Music Group and the chairman of Sony Music Entertainment and all that like his baby brother Robert Stringer is, or Rob Stringer, whatever he goes by. However, though, Howard Stringer is a former president and the CEO of Sony Corporation. And he now serves as a non-executive director of the BBC. Now, I know y'all might be saying, well, What is you might be saying, what's a non-executive director? Well, a non-executive executive director is a member of a company's board of directors who is not a part of the executive team. A non-executive director typically does not engage in day-to-day management of the organization, but is involved in policy making and planning exercises. It's also responsible, well, its responsibilities also include the monitoring of executive directors and acting in the interests of the company's stakeholders. Now, I said all that to say this, everybody. If y'all can't see the setup on Robert S. Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, then I don't know what to tell you. You got two brothers here, Rob Stringer and Howard Stringer. Both of them, one of them is currently the CEO of Sony Music. One used to be the CEO of Sony Corporation. However, the oldest brother no longer is the CEO of Sony Corporation, but he serves as a director, come on now, a member, a non-executive director for BBC. The same BBC that did a documentary on R. Kelly in 2018 called Sex, Drugs, and STDs. Now, let me ask you something. Why would an older brother who works for a company, a bigwig in a company that is slandering his little brother's artist, who is R. Kelly? At the time, R. Kelly was still under Sony Music Group, still signed to RCA, same company that Sony Music Group owns. So why would his oldest brother, why would his company slander his little brother's artist? Do y'all not see what I'm saying here? Do y'all not see the conflict of interest in this? Do y'all not see it? I'm asking you. These are the people that are responsible, allegedly, in my opinion, for R. Kelly being where he is today, in federal custody.
Do they remember when the guy from the BBC did the interview with the Savages at that house? Mm-hmm. When John Jolin, I think that's how you say her name, caught the Zaz attack?
Yeah, her Zaz attack. I mean, can somebody, they really let that woman say that on national TV? A Zaz attack. This is the type of people that we dealing with here, that R. Kelly is dealing with. I'm telling you, crooks. People that can't even say simple words, man. But anyways, back to the now look at this picture, everybody. Now who's that? That's Rob Stringer side by side with John Legend.
Who was on Surviving R. Kelly?
Yo, are these people serious? Are these people serious? But y'all say that this isn't about this man's music. Y'all say that Sony got tired of protecting his image. Y'all say that R. Kelly likes minor girls.
Because what's happening here? What they made $25 million allegedly, for the Surviving R. Kelly.
Oh no, they made way more than that.
Way more than that.
Yeah.
Okay, well they made a lot of money. So I'll let you make millions in order to get billions.
Right. Exactly.
So even though they were going against their own interests, but they did that because they knew billions was to come.
Exactly.
Get rid of R. Kelly, and then we got everything.
Exactly. $1 billion catalog. And this man right here is the CEO of Sony Music Entertainment and the chairman. And he is standing side by side with this snake, John Legend, who went on Surviving R. Kelly and was slandering, calling his artist R. Kelly a pedophile. He's standing side by this same guy. Boy, I tell you. I know one thing, everybody. We have been saying that all of these people will be held accountable for their actions. The case is falling apart. Everything is starting to be more and more obvious day by day. And pretty soon, the chickens will come home to roost. And people like this snake right here on the screen, who had the nerve to call R. Kelly a pedophile, but then went and performed at a Elvis Presley concert. This is why I'm in this situation trying to fight. Because I see the injustice. And I know y'all can see it too. You got these two brothers right here. One is a non-executive director at BBC. His baby brother is the CEO and chairman of Sony Music Entertainment. The same Sony Music Entertainment that owns R. Kelly's masters. Now tell me that's not a conflict of interest. Somebody is going to have to start explaining, man. Because we need some answers. We need some answers. Now, Howard, the older brother, Howard Stringer, in 2005, right? He served as the chairman of Sony, overseeing businesses such as Sony Computer Entertainment, Sony Music Entertainment, the same Sony Music Entertainment that his little brother is the CEO of now, and Sony Electronics, and then Sony Pictures Entertainment and Sony Financial Holdings. So he's pretty much a big deal. He has a major history with Sony, okay? All right. On April 1st, 2009, he became president of Sony Corporation, which is the parent company to Sony Music Entertainment. All right. And not to mention, he spent 30 years at U.S. broadcaster CBS.
Wow.
So this dude is pretty deep into the business. Do you see what I'm saying? He's deep in it. And his little brother, I'm going to say it one more time, now is the CEO of Sony Music Entertainment. Then you got the black man, John Platt, who is the CEO of Sony Music Publishing. He used to work at EMI Publishing. Okay, he worked there for 17 years. He used to work with Warner Chappell Publishing. I mean, do y'all not see the connections here with these people?
They always have to put, a token black person.
Yep.
Up there, to come after our own, his own.
Yep.
It's always the black people, coming after
other black
people. But behind that is the white people.
Exactly.
That's running it all.
Exactly. So I'm calling out for the media to put these two Stringer brothers on blast, and we want some answers. We want to know why. What's up with this conflict of interest? Because this is clearly a conflict of interest, everybody. Clearly a conflict of interest. And that was the first documentary on R. Kelly. And y'all telling me that it ain't about this man's masters. Man, please. Stay tuned. God bless y'all.